Hi guys, hope you're good. So yesterday, I gave a pre-intro on what my book is about. Today, I think that you're back, and I just want to continue from there. I promise you that I'm going to say a few things on how the book starts. Once again, it's this book, Freedom and Sexuality, and for those of you that are really started reading, let me know your thoughts after you watch this video. So, um, this book is a hybrid of fiction and non-fiction. Um, the characters I talk about in the book are fictitious characters; they don't exist. But you can still draw real life lessons from the things I talk about. Um, when I start talking about my book in the beginning, I I begin to unlearn the things that I long learned about. I begin to relearn stuff and start to question the stuff that I used to think about in the past. One of those things that I learned is I questioned why people delight in sexual pleasure but still throw a lot of negative stigma around it. So I questioned that, and in the book, I imagine myself to be in a relationship with somebody who also has allegiance to that kind of thinking, the negative stigma around sexuality. So basically, it's like imagine yourself with this partner who is a good person, he or she is funny, but is not too comfortable with issues about sex. What would you do? How would you help yourself? Um, so for me, I tried to help myself, but I tried also not to hate the relationship. So that's where it starts from. That's the build up. It's more like mutual dialogue between you and your partner. Okay? You're sex positive, your partner is not too comfortable, and you're trying to dialogue. So that's where it kicks from. So uh, from from there, I I I learned a few things from sexual experts that comment on these issues of sexuality. I ask my friends. I read a lot of books, both books about physical science from sex therapists, from spirituality, and I combine all those views. And one of the things that I sort of that sang into my head when it comes to a situation like the one in my book is if you're in a relationship and it's sexless, it's usually 80% of the relationship. And if your relationship, if the sexual intimacy is just 20%, this doesn't mean I'm trying to encourage people to have sex. No, because I think encouraging somebody and being free are not the same thing. What I just want is for people to make decisions that are not influenced by anything but just simply a personal decision. So I'm actually 100% for sexual freedom, and that includes for people who want to wait until a certain time, and also for people who just want to explore their sexuality. I'm all for that, but I don't want people to be pressured into sex, neither do I want people to be shamed for it. So that's things that I mentioned in the introduction. Then afterwards, I, I do talk about the positive aspect of being sex positive, but I don't ignore some of the negative consequences it can have. Like you could get addicted, you could maybe stop to commit to, or maybe you could stop to value commitment. There's some of those things that could happen if you're too sex positive. So I want people to think sex positive, but they shouldn't forget about some of those negative things like sexual excess, addiction, or rape. Don't forget about that. Those are possibilities of even getting a disease like HIV. You should always be aware of those things, even if you choose to be sex positive. Um, the reason why I also talk about why did I choose the topic, why did I name the book Freedom and Sexuality? I named it because I want people to be sex positive, but at the same time, I want people to harness sexual energy in a way that is is good for the goals that they want to achieve. So, which means you should choose when you want it, if it's okay for you, and you should choose to avoid it when it's also okay to avoid it. Because it's not all the time that you need to do it, and that's the reason you also need to avoid it. So that's why I call it freedom, meaning that it's not you're not pressured into it, and you're not shamed for it. Yeah. So if people are sex positive, it means that there is a possibility for fellowship in community. People respect each other. There won't be double standards. Uh, People will respect the autonomy of a person's body. Yeah. So that's a summary of what I talk about at the beginning of the book. Before the introduction ends, I talk about some of the values that my book offers. Values such as equality. I want people to be treated equally. So people's preferences should be respected, and it's not good to take away someone's rights if you don't want yours to be taken away. So treat people equally and fairly, like all human beings should be treated. And I also want people to allow humanism to set precedence before religious views. Think like a human before you think like before giving allegiance to religious views. And also let your opinions conform to the best scientific understanding of the world. So you should also understand how science works, because science is factual, before giving any other opinions or distorting scientific facts in order to suit your beliefs. Don't do that. So those are some of the values, and I want people to think progressively and to find better ways in which we can experience joy and good relationships with integrity. So thank you for listening, and keep watching the videos that we're releasing. Alright.